Mike Florio, Chris Sims, talking about what a Joe Flacco return would mean for the Browns.
I think it's a complicated question, though, because the Browns, they're all in with Deshaun Watson. I don't know that you want Joe Flacco hanging around on the sideline as Deshaun Watson is still trying to live up to that contract that creates extra pressure on him, as we were saying yesterday.
Definitely.
$46 million fully guaranteed each and every year.
Right.
This is the year that Deshaun Watson, if he's ever going to justify that deal, this is the year. Does it help or does it hurt? It helps to have the security. It helps to have somebody who can come in and play like Joe Flacco did. Does it help Deshaun Watson, though, to have Joe Flacco hanging around, especially if Watson struggles at any point in the season?
Right. No, that's the $1 million question. It's the $1 million question. Right, I asked GM Andrew Berry when we were at the Combine last week, was there a part of you that was a little bit like, I'm glad we didn't win another playoff game because the people in Cleveland might have been clamoring for, hey, why don't we just have Joe Flacco be the starter and do that? Now he gave us the right answer, and, I believe said, hey, we're all in on Deshaun Watson and all that, which they should be. I get that. But they got to figure that out here. They do. Right, they got to figure out, too, where do they think the backup quarterbacks are that they have on the roster already?
D-Bush, again, fans are already clamoring for Joe Flacco. It doesn't matter if you bring him back. The team, I don't think, is nearly as the guys in the locker room, my sense is, they believe in what they saw with Deshaun Watson.
Look. I asked this question, and on our platform, Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, we had D'Anthony Bell in the building, and I had an opportunity to ask him some questions. And I said, listen, as a guy playing defense and a guy who is a guy that was a low-round pick, and you made the team and you're starting to make some hay in the league, do you guys buy into the whole distraction thing with the quarterback controversy and a lot of other stuff? And he looked at me point blank. He said, listen, man, the way I grew up, I'm just trying not to go back to the hood. I said, that is one of the most poignant things. And shout out to you for being so transparent. These guys, yes, they hear the other stuff, but they're so just plugged in to what they're doing on a day-to-day basis and trying to make their hay in the league. These guys are just trying to make it to the next contract. And so, yes, it may be a thing that we argue about or we talk about, but to be truthful, when you're talking about what's going on with the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson for Joe Flacco, you need to have whatever acquisition that you make is supposed to be in total to making the team better. And if you ask me, Deshaun Watson is a guy, but do I feel more comfortable with DTR as a backup or Joe Flacco? I'm going with Joe Flacco. If you got one game, don't think of it as Joe Flacco's going to come in and it's his team and Deshaun Watson, this, that, and the third. If Deshaun Watson gets hurt during the year and you got a 4-game stretch that you're playing, you want the best opportunity to win those football games. You want to go 3-1 to get potential first-round bye. You want to go 3-1 to get a home playoff game. You want to go 3-1 to make the playoffs. You need to do everything you can to do it. And Joe Flacco, listen, it sounds crazy. You watch these movies and they said, oh, well, why didn't you at the end of the movie when everything's going crazy, where's the emergency fail-safe button? Well, we didn't have one. We didn't think that this engine was going to ever fail out. It was one of the best engines we've ever built. Technology said, no, listen, we don't care. Where's the fail-safe button? You got to have a backup plan, especially when your engine is $230 million guaranteed. You get a backup button. Joe Flacco is the best fail-safe button in the game, and I like the fact that it's a little competition here. I like the fact that when he throws the ball, when Deshaun Watson comes into the game or comes into practice OTAs, he looks over to his left and says, man, that was a pretty football he threw. I better throw I'm in for one today. I like that.
Gives Deshaun Watson another set of eyes that has seen a whole lot of football as well. Andrew Berry had said they have no question that those two would get along.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Joe Flacco's been a backup in this league before. He knows what type of time it is. And he also knows his best chance to be on a roster to win and his best chance to play is with a quarterback who's been knocked up a little bit the last 3 or 4 years. So, yeah, it's the best look possible